I have no idea what kind of quality video this is going to be because I'm just driving and I had a thought, so I thought I'd just talk about it. So I have a friend whose dating life has recently blossomed quite well, and she's going on several dates, having a really good time. And I believe that a lot of that is because, because she just finally figured out who she wanted to be and who she is. And, and I just got to thinking that at 24 is when she's starting to figure out who she is. And I started to think how I feel the exact same way. I feel like at 24, I'm really starting to figure out who I am, who I want to be, who I want to be in the future, what I want in life. And that's okay. It's okay to be 24 and just figuring it out. Or, starting to figure it out. Or, and it's okay to be 24 and not know. It is okay. I have friends that don't know yet what they want. They're still figuring it out. And I think there's a huge stigma, or there was when I was in high school, to decide what you're gonna do as soon as you graduate high school. You have to decide what college you want to go to. You have to decide what you want to major in, because if you don't finish college in 5 years, that's a big deal. You're just wasting a lot of money, you're wasting time, what are you doing? And that's okay. And I don't know, in 24 years of life, I realized that a lot of things are okay that I've worried about for years, and it's okay not to have it figured out, and it's okay to learn as you go, and it's okay to do whatever you need to do as long as you're making choices that are healthy for you. And that was a hard lesson. It took me a long time, to figure it out, and I think that I finally got to a place in my life where I needed to share that message. I don't know, I just felt passionate about it. And I also got to thinking, and I said this to my friend the other day, that if 8 years ago I knew that in 8 years I would be married and happy and have a job and a degree and life would be okay and I would be happy, what would that have done for my self-esteem back then? It would have done wonders. It would have changed me in such a way that who knows the possibilities. I feel like high school girls that are anything like me, I was, are so pressured for body image and self-esteem, and just there's so much pressure on girls to, I don't know, feel a certain way, look a certain way, be a certain way. And I know that in high school, my first heartbreak was so terrible. Terrible to a point where I was like, I'm never going to love again. No one's ever going to love me. This is the worst thing that could ever happen. And it's just not that way. It's not that way at all. I didn't think that I would ever get married at that point. And if someone had, I know people give you advice in high school, oh, it's going to be okay, I promise. But that doesn't resonate, It doesn't resonate in the way that if somehow I could let every high school girl know that in 8 years, if you make all the healthy choices for your life, in 8 years, everything will line out. It will work itself out. It will, and it'll be just fine. And there's absolutely nothing to worry about. That is such an important thing that young girls need to know. It's so important. And I don't know, it's just amazing to think that 8 years ago I had no idea. You write papers that are like, where do you think your life will be in 10 years? And it's nothing. It's like, oh, graduated, I'll have a job doing this. I'm not doing anything I thought I would be doing in 8-10 years ago. So I don't know, I just think that if I could get a point through to young girls that everything will be fine in 8 years. Everything that you're worrying about right now will not matter in 8 years. It just will not matter. If someone could have told me, I don't know, I I don't know what I'm ranting about. I just felt really passionate about it, that I needed to just put that out there. It was just a thought, and I just needed to say it, and so I've said it. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I was driving in my car, and I just thought, I wish I had known that in the way that I know it now. I wish there had been someone to tell me, like, truly explain to me that things I'm worrying about aren't important. And I have a feeling that things I'm worrying about now won't matter in 8 years either. That there will be totally other things that consume me and are important to me, and I know some things are important now because they're important for tomorrow, but in 8 years, which is not that far away, but it's far away enough, you know? But in 8 years, it won't matter. And I need this message, and I feel like if I'd had someone to tell me 8 years ago, I don't know if that would have changed anything, but it took me 8 years to realize.
Take a slight right turn onto Highway 9.
Anyways, it took me 8 years to realize, and I just wish that I'd realized it sooner. I guess the major point I was trying to make in my rant was, if you live life day to day, you're always going to have stress. If you live it minute to minute, you're always going to have stress. But if you look to the future and don't worry about trivial little things, don't even worry about some big things. Just give it to God, put it in His hands fully. Like, you can say that, you can listen to a preacher say it, you can listen to anything say it, but when you truly feel it in your heart, you'll realize that if you really, truly let go, it will be okay. Even if you don't let go, even if you don't realize it, God will take care of it. He took care of it. I'm in a great place right now for 24. It's fine. It's okay. Everyone is going to survive. Everyone is going to live. If you've lived through the stuff you've lived through to get to this point, you're probably going to live through another 8 years just fine. I don't know. Anyways, this is the second time I've said goodbye, so I'm just going to say goodbye for real, keep driving, focus on the road so I don't actually die, and just remember that I love you. Bye.